Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third episode of PWF Breakdown. And I don't know how the hell we're not even canceled yet. I thought we'd been canceled after the pilot, but whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, I have my next guest who was supposed to be my guest last time, but for some unforeseen circumstances, we had to delay that. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mason Malice, introduce yourself.
Thanks for having me. My name's Mason Malice. I am your PWF Lone Star champion, and I've been wrestling for about 2 years, and this is great, man. Just living the life.
Okay, so when exactly did you start?
Uh, man. So I got in contact with PWF about a year and a half ago, and I told him I wanted to do this, and obviously you have to go through training, which took me about 7 months till I can even be on a show, and that's kind of how that started. You know, just hit them up, man.
Okay, so and what was it that got you interested in wrestling in the first place?
Um, I think all wrestling fans have the same stories. Me, it was a little different. I wanted my whole life. I wanted to play football, but it didn't go so well. So around maybe freshman year of high school, I was started really focusing on what I wanted to do, and wrestling came up in the topic, and I'm a very good entertainer, so I just thought, well, might as well try it out, and I tried it, and luckily it worked.
What was that? Okay, so this is like the same question I ask everybody. What was that exact moment that got you hooked onto wrestling?
Hmm. I was pretty young at the time, but I do remember WrestleMania 25. It was in Houston. I remember watching Matt and Jeff Hardy in that match. I thought that they killed the show. Besides Taker and Shawn, I thought they killed the show. And I know a lot of people. I have a lot of friends in the wrestling business. I wanted same chemistry that Matt and Jeff had.
I mean that makes perfect sense. I mean everybody's got their specific story on like what got them hooked, why they like wrestling, this and that. And like you said with your football, I was the exact same way, but
Right.
like I'm way too short for that, so that wasn't gonna pan out at all.
Right.
So and what is it about wrestling? Like you said, you're a great entertainer, but what is it about like because everybody's got their definition. You got your sports entertainment, and then you got your pro wrestling. So what is it for you?
For me, is it doesn't matter how many matches I have. I still get the same nerves. I still get the same butterflies. But I think in today's time, I've heard a lot of things about today's wrestling. But at the end of the day, we still protect each other. We're still entertainers, and I love the entertainment portion of wrestling. That's what really brings it together. But if I had to hmm, I like the actual wrestling, because it's it draws a crowd and it draws attention.
Yeah, 100%. And it's okay. So this is a question I've never asked in the other two episodes before. So I mean, I guess I kind of asked Bulldog, but so for you, if somebody was to come up in your face, right, and tell you wrestling's fake after you've taken multiple bumps, I've taken bumps, how does that make you feel? And like, what in your mind, what is it? What is your thought process when that happens?
Um, I've actually had that happen. So unless this person has got in a ring, taken bumps, taken chair shots, went through a table, then they really have no say in it at all. Now, if you've got in the ring and still say it's fake, then you clearly don't respect the business. That's kind of how I look at it. I don't need to fight anybody because realistically, that's not going to prove anything.
No, it's not. I mean, and I've said this, all of us, we've got that. Everybody's got their different mentality. Like some guys don't care, like I care.
Hmm.
I care. You care by what you just said, and it's like yeah, they can equate it to Hollywood all they want, but it's different.
Yeah.
It's 100% different, and so there's that. Okay, so when did you make your debut?
Oh God. I believe it was during one of our quarantine shows. That's when I was first on. Well, yeah, yeah. Actually, technically, that was my first debut. Yeah. Um. Yeah, it was against AWOL in our quarantine special. It was about a few, maybe 9 months ago.
Yeah, it's going on a year.
Yeah.
It's with all
Yeah.
this crap. So that's good. So, and how was that for you?
Man,
That vindication of finally making it. You're there.
I think it was really crazy. One because we didn't have fans, but two, just knowing that I worked so hard to get where I was. And no one could tell me I didn't work hard because I did. I lost so much weight. I lost. If I just focused, and for that to happen, and me being able to produce the level of where I'm at now, it's crazy.
And then okay, so now let's fast forward a little bit to what was your, I mean, I guess we could say you would, I don't know if you would say it was your Lone Star title match where you won the championship, but what has been your favorite match so far?
Well, I would definitely have to give it to me and Kenny Calypso at Burnout. Kenny brought the fight. He really did, and I have respect for Kenny. Doesn't mean I like Kenny, but I do have respect for Kenny.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
not
it's
going to
what.
get into all that crap. We're not going to get into all that crap here. We that's not what this is for, because that's what he tried to do that stuff last time, and I'm sitting back like, nope, we're not doing that.
Yeah, it's
And
fine.
then okay, so do you have a dream match? Is there a match in the back of your head? Now it could be PWF guys, it could be local guys, it could be, hell, it could even be AEW, TNA, or Impact, or WWE. Do you have that match in your
Yeah.
head?
Okay. I'll go PWF first.
Okay.
PWF would be. I actually have two for PWF. I have me versus Erod, and it's not just because he has a championship. I really just want to mix it up with Erod one time. Um, and then the second one would be me versus RTK. We broke into business together, and I think that would really shake things up. Um, AEW and WWE wise, I would definitely have to go against Kevin Owens. I see a lot of myself in Kevin Owens. Um, AEW would be probably Cody Rhodes.
Okay, that's interesting. That's an interesting choice. Now, is there a dream stipulation that you would want
Oh yeah, I've I want Erod in a steel cage.
in the steel cage?
I want him in a steel cage.
We have yet to have one of those, and the day we do that,
I better be
we
the
will.
first one.
Well, not only that, we'll pack a house. Well, we at least should pack the house.
Well, for sure.
So and that's a great choice, because I don't, I feel cage matches are not, they're not loved, in my opinion anyway, like they used to be. They're not
Yeah.
showcased like they used to be. And then when you do have them, they kind of fall flat. But that's just again, that's just me, you know. But so okay, so and then let's say, do you have down the road? Would you ever? I mean, other than you being with Chris Carter in the change, actually having a partner that doesn't smack you and berate you, is there somebody you would want to team with and go for the tag titles?
Hmm. That's a tough one. There's a lot of really good guys in that locker room, man. Um, but if I had to choose one, you need some muscle, you need some experience, so I would definitely choose Colin Bly.
Interesting. Interesting.
And it's not because we're
That's
both Rangers.
I mean, that's that's that was like out of left park. Like I was not expecting you to bring him into this,
Of
but
course.
that's I mean, the dude hits hard. I not I wouldn't know personally, but that's like I'm saying, from being in there when he's in the ring, and with you in there, man, you guys chopping and you guys being bigger like that, you guys have that power. So it's like everybody feels it. Everybody outside of the building feels it.
Oh yeah.
So okay. So here's a question, and I've never asked on the other two. Your finisher is a DDT. It's a single underhook DDT, right?
Um, one of them, yes. Yeah.
One of them. Okay. So what was the idea coming up with that?
Uh, well, when I had my first dark match, we kind of just did random stuff anyway. But yeah, I've always liked the DDT, and I kind of just wanted to make it my own, kind of my own style. You see the hammer lock from you know other wrestlers, but mine's not at all like the other wrestlers. I try to be unique and when I come up with things, but I mean, it's really just the DDT, except your face is going to the ground for sure.
I mean, so is there a specific move that you'd want to do that you would want to take on as your special move as your finisher down the road, or are you cool with your hammerlock DDT?
Um, I like my malicious bomb. The pop up power bomb. I think I can get anybody into that. But if I were to try something, if I were athletic enough, it would definitely be a shooting star press.
All right, that again, not see. That's why I ask these questions, because I get some surprising answers that because that was not what I was expecting at all. I mean, I'm pretty sure you say athletic enough, but I mean, if you could get the height, mm, you should be fine.
I'm I don't need to do all that flippy flip.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's all that flippy crap. They don't need to do all that. It just
Uh,
psychology, great in ring
mhm,
work. You don't need to be flipping here, flipping there, flipping all over the place. That's
of
again,
course.
that's me. That's you. So okay, so we're so what? Okay, so you have a tag team match with Chris Carter against the Dog Pound
I do.
on the 6th of March.
March 6th.
So walk me through your thought process as you're going into that match, because we got here we're going, what's today, Wednesday when we're
Yeah,
recording this,
nine
so we got
days.
something like that. So what is your thought process going into this match?
My thought process is the same as always been. Maliciously beat down whoever gets in front of me. And see, Jay wanted to stick his business where it didn't belong. And now, him and Bulldog get to receive the change. So, March 6th, at the Premier Arena, come out to see the change in full effect.
Well, I guess he summed it up perfectly, and I guess that about wraps it up. So is there anything you want to say to the PWF faithfuls?
Just come out March 6th.
Come out March 6th, like this. I mean, that was just like put some emphasis into it, man. It's
It's gonna be one to remember, I promise.
I'll vouch. I'll second that. But you heard it here, folks. Thank you for tuning in to episode 3 of PWF Breakdown podcast interview, whatever you want to call it. I'm surprised the name hasn't been changed yet either. Like he said, March 6th, we have PWF Ascension.
Yes, sir.
Get your butts down there, or be square, and stay classy, everybody.